Amber and I'm Nate.
And I'm Abby.
We're the RC Sailors. We're at the airfield today with a little drone to test out for you guys. I think that this could be flown inside. It's small enough.
You matched the drone.
I do.
Look at you.
Did that on purpose. It's definitely big enough to fly outside, and I prefer to fly outside when we can. This is called the Kofite IN 1802. I think they're running out of names. It is basically a little Parrot Mambo knockoff, just to be honest with you guys, but around $50, so it's not even super competitive on the price of the Parrot Mambo, so I hope it performs really well because the price is just a little bit high. It probably has slightly larger brushed motors than the Parrot Mambo, but they are directly driven. They're not through a geared process or anything, so that's nice. And what we're going to do today is take a closer look at what comes in the box quickly, and then we'll fly this for you and let you know if it's worth your hard-earned money. Before we go any farther, I'd like to invite you guys to come join us at Muncie, Indiana at the AMA Airfield on the 26th from August 26th, thank you. From noon to 4, we're going to be there. There's not a specific event that we're going to, although they have a couple things going on that weekend. We're just going to go fly and hang out. And we thought it'd be nice just to let you guys know we'd be there. We don't do a lot of traveling, but when we do, you're always mad at us after the fact. Why didn't you tell us that you were there? And rightfully so, we should. So we're letting you know we're going to be there. Just have fun, hang out, sign a shirt if you want us to, or whatever, and fly together and just visit. So you're invited to come. It's kind of in celebration of my 30th birthday, which is September 1st. So I just wanted to visit with people and just have a good time. So let's take a look at the drone. This looks nice. I like the shape. I like the direct driven props. Not having them geared is nice. Very nice rubber pads here, rubber feet. So nice easy landings and taking off. And then the battery slides in the back. We have a 1000 milliamp proprietary cased battery. I do not like the proprietary casing on here. The only time I am okay with it is when it works well and is fairly priced. So I think finding a spare battery for this would not be as easy as like a Parrot product. The camera does tilt up and down manually, which is a good feature to have. So if you're the type of person that likes to move forward all the time, you can have it pitched as high as it'll go. But if you like to fly slow and just hover, angle it down some. Maybe you fly high and get a shot of your house or something like that. Here's the included transmitter. I do like that the functions are labeled. We have an auto takeoff, auto landing button here. They're labeled as I throw the transmitter around. A 1, 2, 3 bar for rates. We have a headless mode, return to home, and a flip button. And it's all labeled, so I love that. These antennas on top though are just for looks. I kind of wish they wouldn't do that because it's misleading. I mean, I don't know what it's really misleading you to believe, but there's no antenna wire in there. It is just for looks. Maybe they just want you to think you're buying a Spark or something when really you're not. So just a little toy. Notice that both joysticks are spring loaded. That means we have altitude hold. There's a barometer on board that lets the drone know, okay, I'm hovering. And so you don't have to worry about throttle management at all when you're flying this. It'll manage that on its own. So nice beginner friendly drone. We have 4 prop guards here that just snap onto the motor individually. I really like the design of this because it's easy to install and uninstall. Very nice. I think that slides down. There we go. And it charges directly to the battery through this USB plug, and then it has an LED indicator in the USB to let you know when it's finished. We get 4 spare props and a decent instruction manual. And if you get this through the link that we have provided in our description box below, it should come with these. Many times, and not very often, but many times someone will comment after our video's been out for a while. Maybe they bought this on eBay and it didn't come with this, and they say, well, where can I get the app? What's the app called? And I'll say, oh, did you buy it through our link? Because if you did, it came with the QR code and the instructions. So it's handy to hold on to that. But just in case, maybe we can get a shot for you and you can scan that.
Yeah, it's really bright though.
Maybe. We'll see. Maybe. So you do need a phone because this is Wi-Fi FPV. I think you can fly the drone from your phone, but I always prefer a dedicated transmitter. And you know, you've got the phone, but there's no phone mount for this. That's interesting.
That is interesting.
Wow, that might be a first.
Well, let's fly.
Let's fly. So a little bit of good news. I found out there is a phone holder on it.
Who's told you there was?
Well, Abby told me.
Thank you.
And I got made fun of from Josh over there too. So. No, it's pretty good size. I think most phones would fit in there. Downside is this does not work. I can't even get it to turn on. Well, I can. Here's how you do it.
The second you let go,
just hold
right?
it really hard. As long as you can just hold that and fly it like this, you're good. But when you let go of the button, it turns off. There's some quality control issues going on there, so we're not going to use this. We're going to try to fly it from the phone. Already, I can tell you this is a pass, but let's see how it flies with the phone anyway, since we've already got you here. So Abby's gonna fly it, we think, we hope, from the phone. You guys are lucky. You get to see my camera skills. Abby, you ready to fly?
Yep. I can barely see my screens.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm in the shade.
We all know we're not going to buy this. Oh, there we go. Auto takeoff. It is fairly windy. There's a fence there.
Where's it going?
Well, the wind is pushing you. See if you have rates.
Yeah, about that. I don't know. I can't see anything on my phone.
We're sitting in the shade here in hopes to be able to see this. You're flying it well. It sounds good. If that transmitter worked, this probably would have been a pretty great drone.
I hate flying on my phone.
Yeah, most of us do. Unless it's like a GPS drone.
I'm sure there
And even then.
Look, I've been holding back like this whole
I know, you're just fighting the wind the whole time. You gotta go rates a bit higher.
I don't see this.
I'd help you, but I'm focused on trying to keep that little dot in the center of this screen. What do you guys think? You know, some people get a little tired when we have things that don't work on the channel. Some people say, no, it's good. It's good. We've had this discussion before, but there you go, flip. People say, no, it's good to know what the junk is, so we don't buy it. And I think there are some people out there that just want to see good stuff all the time, 100% things that are just awesome, rock and roll, perfect, that you should always buy. But if we did that, no one could afford to watch our channel because everything would be, you'd want to buy everything. You're flying this well, Abby, from the phone.
Well, I can't find anything that looks like rates. What does the rate one usually look like? The picture.
They vary. It really depends what you're flying. I think, look, you're going to the...
Oopsies.
Okay.
I think I got some rates here.
Cool.
Yeah, this is medium.
Okay, well you should be doing a little better. Yeah.
Faster. Much better, but
Well,
still a pain.
It's hard to fly things from your phone. It's hard to yaw and...
Basically on this, you just want to set your altitude and just play on the right stick and don't even touch the left side.
Yeah. So it does work from your phone. The transmitter has...
I am recording.
Good.
So
What is that? What? That
phone.
bing.
When I hit the more button to see more options that I have,
It does that?
it makes that noise.
That's
But
weird.
that's also the noise for the camera.
Yeah, I thought maybe your camera was turning on and off.
Another thing is, when I fly from my phone, I don't like to face the drone toward me because
The controls are hard.
it's harder
Opposite.
to control like this. It's a pain, honestly.
Instead of having like a dedicated transmitter, which it does have. And I'm sure, guys, probably, to be honest with you, if you bought this, it would probably work for you. You'd probably hit the power button and it would turn on. But the fact that we have one and it's not working means that odds are higher.
And it's $50.
It should work when you get it. It should work when you get it. This drone is a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy. And it just, they took some shortcuts, but they kept the price the same as the real guy. Actually, it might be a little bit more expensive than the Mambo. And
Yeah, I think it is.
yeah, which is really odd. I think the motors might be a little bigger, but that's about it. It feels cheaper. It is definitely made cheaper.
Now keep in mind, you could buy one of these and everything could work just fine.
That's what I was saying, yeah.
It's just sometimes you get the dud, and this one we got the dud on. So this is our experience, and that's what we share with you guys.
Yes.
It's just our experience.
We don't sugarcoat things. We're real people living in a real world where we know your money is real and hard earned, and we don't want you to waste that. I want you to have a good time in the hobby. That's really why we do this. The whole point of our channel from day one is just to show you that you can enjoy the hobby. You do not have to know everything there is to know about the hobby to enjoy it.
Us now, so you can watch something else.
Okay, and there.
Probably lose the drone while I'm
Goodbye, drone. As long as you're enjoying the hobby and not hurting anyone, then you're doing it right. Yeah. That's not a bad drone, is it? I mean...
No. I can't see my screen to tell you if the camera is working. I'm sitting here in the shade, like I cannot. And I just put my sunglasses on.
That's a first, too. Most of the time we can see the screen, so maybe it's by default set at darker or something. Abby has her phone brightness turned all the way up in case anybody's wondering about that. Well, I think that's about it. It flies, and it'll even fly in a little bit of wind. I think you can land this. We don't even have to...
There is one more higher rate than what I have it in, but this is a pretty good one for right now.
I don't think we need to wrap this up at the end. It's pretty obvious this is a pass in our opinions because the transmitter would not even stay on. That means quality control is going to be low on this for everybody. You might see 20 other reviews on this online and they all work just fine, but I'm not going to tell you to buy something when ours didn't even work. So, and even if it did, half worked. Even if it did all work just fine, this would be, let's just imagine that everything worked perfectly on this. I would still be telling you to just buy the real thing, probably instead of this. If this was $30 or $25 and you were actually saving some money, sure, I could justify it. But in this case, I don't think so. Guys, we'll have this linked in the description box below. We thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.